Thank you for joining us. Hi, my name is Dan, and on behalf of Permagreen, I'd like to share with you today a winning strategy, how to triumph through trying times. If you are a lawn care professional in today's age, you undoubtedly have a fair share of concerns. Concerns that even the lawn care professional 10 years ago didn't have to worry about. Like everyone on the planet, lawn care operators have been impacted by the COVID-19 pandemic. This has changed the way we need to operate, affected revenue, and induced anxiety and uncertainty throughout the market. Also, finding and keeping good help can be a big concern for many business owners too. The lawn care industry can be very profitable, but for today's workforce, lawn care companies struggle sometimes to entice top-of-the-line workers who will look at other industries ahead of theirs. Environmental concerns and increased costs are also on the rise, along with safety concerns for employees. However, the demand for turf applications is still very strong. Matter of fact, even with the COVID-19 pandemic and its effect on the economy, it is possible for companies to grow during this time. We at Permagreen believe with the right equipment, many of these obstacles and concerns can be mitigated. And in a few minutes, we'll show you how the Permagreen Triumph in particular can help your business become more profitable in these difficult times. Before we dive in, we wanted to let you know that at the end of the presentation, you can sign up for a lunch on Permagreen, schedule a free personal business consultation, a chance to win a free Permagreen Triumph, along with other limited time offers. You can also skip ahead to the end now if you wish to do so. When taking a look at what produces success in the turf application business, many of the same rules apply now as they did before these tough times. And to a certain extent, even more so. You need a good, manageable amount of accounts to generate revenue, but you also need to do a quality job to keep your customers happy and produce more customers through referrals. So in turn, quality plus quantity equals success. This also proves true when you are competing against the large turf care companies out there. These are more sales-oriented as opposed to service-oriented, and when there is too much emphasis on just obtaining sales and adding accounts, the quality of your work can suffer. And you can spend too much time trying to acquire and reacquire customers from cancellations of unsatisfying work. So instead, focus on service. You always want to market your company and make strong sales efforts, but word of mouth is the strongest form of marketing. If you provide good service in the form of consistently good-looking, green, and weed-free lawns, the business will come, and you will also keep the business you have. Here at Permagreen, we believe this, and that's why we focus on producing a piece of turf care equipment that's highly accurate and productive, and so that you can achieve quality, quantity, and profitability in your turf care business. Now we can take a look at the advantage of the Permagreen Triumph sprayer spreader and how they can help grow your turf application business. As a stand-on sprayer spreader, the Permagreen Triumph can simultaneously spread and spray 3,500 square feet per minute, or an acre in 12 minutes. That's a serious boost in production. With the spread and spray rate being mechanically regulated so that they're applied uniformly at a consistent rate, your accuracy will also improve. When it comes to putting down fertilizer and weed control products, accuracy can be the difference between making and losing a lot of money. The Permagreen Triumph also has the ability to optimize your labor force costs. What used to take 2 or 3 applicators can now just take 1. They'll be more productive, less tired at the end of the day, and it will simply make the work more enjoyable for them. Along those same lines is less exposure to the product. All the material is much further out in front of the applicator for safer working conditions, happier employees, and a cleaner and more professional image for customers and the general public who may be concerned about the environment. The Permagreen Triumph uses a low-volume spray system. With the 12-gallon tank on the Permagreen Triumph, you can cover 48,000 square feet. That's more than an acre. You can now use much less water than you did with a tank sprayer and save you time on filling up. Lastly, the age range of your applicators can widen. The rigors of pulling hose and pushing a spreader can take its toll, as many workers cannot withstand the physical toll for an extended amount of time, but people of all ages and physical strengths can effectively use the Triumph. So let's take a deeper dive at the productivity you can expect with a Permagreen Triumph versus using a tank sprayer and push spreader. So if we take a look at the numbers, at the average pace from a leading lawn care company's applicator training, it takes about 18 minutes to push spread and 44 minutes to pull a hose or backpack spray to cover each acre of property treated. Not to mention having to literally walk 2.4 miles per acre to do so. Whereas the Permagreen Triumph can simultaneously spread and spray an entire acre in 12 minutes, compared to well over an hour doing it the old-fashioned way. That's an 80% reduction of the time spent treating and makes you over 400% more productive. Now you're really taking your business to the next level. With the Permagreen Triumph requiring only one applicator to realistically do the work of 2 or 3, we can take a look at the labor cost savings from implementing the Triumph in your business. The cost of a Triumph might seem like a daunting expense, especially during a pandemic or recession. The labor costs will always be there, and this will only be exacerbated by tougher times. You can plug in your own numbers here, but using these round numbers as an example, you can see that if you are spending $50,000 for a laborer's annual wage and benefits, when you put that against the purchase of a Triumph, you are already saving $40,000 a year. In fact, it will show a payback in as little as 2 or 3 months, and then be making you money for years to come, especially through delivering a quality product, earning you more business, and ability to put more crews in the field. So rely on a Triumph. It will show up to work and get the job done right, and can help you grow your business even more. Our philosophy has always been one machine, all properties. The more versatile a stand-on sprayer spreader is, the more efficient it becomes, and the more money you're going to make with it. Here are some of the Triumph features that greatly contribute to its versatility and efficiency. Let's take a look at them in action. First off, the Triumph easily fits through 36-inch gates. This gives the applicator the ability to get the properties done with one trip and not have to go back to the truck to use other much slower equipment. The Honda GX200 engine is the most efficient small engine on the market, reliable and great on gas. Here we see it powering Triumph along a side slope, and the operator is easily and efficiently able to maintain desired heading. The Permagreen Triumph's handlebars also drop down. This gives the applicator the ability to temporarily turn the machine into a motorized walk-behind. The dual articulating sulky design of the Triumph contours to uneven terrain, like this stairway, keeping the operator nimble and stable with no loss of productivity to get the job done quickly. Both features are very helpful in tricky areas like hills or tight spots on certain properties. We've also added wheel weights to the front wheels. This keeps the weight low on the machine, giving it better traction on hillsides, uneven terrain, and keeping the applicator moving even on wet turf. Here we see the Triumph being operated in a lower gear of 3.5 miles an hour with the same calibrated spread spray accuracy of 5 miles an hour. With its articulated design and narrow width, it easily navigates around the landscaping obstacles. All these features add up to one versatile, profit-making machine. As a reminder, at the end of this presentation, you have a chance to sign up for a free lunch on Permagreen, schedule a personal business consultation, a chance to win a free Permagreen Triumph, and qualify for valuable limited time offers. You may also skip ahead to sign up now. Besides productivity, application accuracy is probably the most essential part of any profitable turf care application. Putting fertilizer and control products down right every time is crucial to success, not only for a green weed-free lawn, but for your business. As mentioned before, a green weed-free lawn is the best free marketing tool out there. But inaccuracies can lead to wasted product, damaged turf, and the worst defect of all, upset customers, having to spend time and money rectifying the situation with a service call, or worse, lose a customer. And a poor-looking lawn can negate all your marketing efforts. You can't take that risk, and that's why we designed the Triumph to be the most accurate sprayer and spreader on the market, to produce a quality job and green lawns, which brings more repeat customers and green in your pocket. So let's talk about how to get accurate distribution of granule and liquid through proper overlap of the patterns. This is another factor in the Triumph's profitability, the capability of not just spreading and spraying at the same time, but in an accurate manner. The spread pattern is 14 feet wide, so we have a double overlap with the bell-shaped curve of the pattern, evening it out with the recommended 8-foot pass. The spray is 13 feet wide, but it automatically tapers at reduced rate on each side of the spray swath. So in turn, you'll get proper overlap on each side of the 8-foot pass, evening out your spray pattern. We've always said the Permagreen Triumph has the most accurate spray system on the market, so we decided to put that claim to the test. We conducted a study measuring the Permagreen one-nozzle spray system against other spray systems in the market. The horizontal blue line in the middle represents an absolute perfect spray pattern of intended product target application per square feet, which for all practical purposes is impossible to achieve, but want to say as close as possible. With the Permagreen Triumph spray system, we see a relatively uniform pattern with a maximum error of 11% under-applied in the middle, and 13% over-applied at the ends of the subsequent pass overlap zones. Now in red, we see actual measurements of this two-nozzle boomless type spray setup, also at the manufacturer's recommended overlap. You can see how we start to see application rates that are both significantly lighter and significantly heavier than target application rate. Now 20% under-applied in the center, plus 26% over-applied in the front of the machine. To take it a step further, when you go to a 4-nozzle spray system of competitor C, shown in yellow, there is now a drastic range of inaccuracy to the spray over a wide percentage of the entire pattern when used as directed by the manufacturer's recommended distance between subsequent passes. This could result in significant failures in broadleaf herbicide, pre-emergent, or grub control, meaning not only would you have strips of weeds from under application resulting in service calls from an unhappy customer, in some areas you're over-applying, which is all money out of your pocket. Now with each of these curves overlaid on the same scale, we can see that competitors exceed the desired range in up to 6 places for up to 2/3 of the entire swath, while the Permagreen one nozzle stays inside the desired accuracy across the pattern. More nozzles simply means more overlap error, which translates to more weeds missed or turf killed, and thus more reapplications and product wasted. Both are costing you money. Bottom line, if you want to reduce your number of trips for treating stripes in your customer's lawn, go with the stand-on spreader sprayer that keeps you in the green and is #1 for accuracy. Permagreen's low-volume 32-ounce per 1,000 spray system produces great results while using a fraction of the water in comparison to other high-volume sprayers. Here we see a study done by North Carolina State's turfgrass program for spraying fungicide with the Triumph. Dow AgroScience also conducted studies with Purdue University with spraying liquid pre-emergent and herbicides with the Permagreen Triumph spray system with effective results as well. We are starting to see more and more effectiveness in low-volume spray with regards to more and more lawn care products, including fungicides, pre-emergents, and herbicides. Low-volume spray system, in particular the accurate Permagreen spray system, can have great results and saves you time and money with a lot less water usage. Granule agitation is important, not only for the prevention of clogging in the hopper, but also for the purposes of spreading a full uniform pattern. That's why we developed the Permagreen agitator. The Permagreen agitator has fingers that go inside the hopper holes. These oscillate to break up any clogging you'd otherwise get from the granules clumping together as they draw in moisture from the air. This ensures that your spread pattern stays consistently uniform and also your hopper doesn't clog, avoiding wasted time to clear clogs and unusable product. One last reminder, at the end of the presentation, sign up to get a free lunch on Permagreen, schedule a personal business consultation, and get a chance to win a free Permagreen Triumph along with other valuable limited time offers. To put things into perspective on just how versatile the Permagreen Triumph can be, we performed a case study with a lawn care company that uses the Triumph for their fertilization and weed control applications. 973 total turf application accounts, and we had them take a deep dive and to take a look at their property sizes. As you can see here, most of their properties were of the smaller residential nature, in the 1 to 10,000 square foot range. They also had a fair amount of larger properties that were about an acre in size. When we analyzed their usage of the Triumph on their properties, they discovered that they were able to use the Triumph on 98.6% of them. If you are currently performing turf applications, you can compare this with the properties that you service, but when it comes down to it, big and small, Permagreen does them all. And the more properties you can service with a piece of equipment, the more money that machine is going to be making you. There's a myth out there in the lawn care industry that the bigger a stand-on sprayer spreader is and the larger granule and liquid capacities it holds, the more productive you will be. However, if we take a deeper look at that study again, we see that a large majority, 68%, were under 10,000 square feet, most averaging around 5,000 square feet. So a Triumph could do at least 9 of them before even having to fill up. And 92% of all their properties are able to get sprayed without filling up. So that myth that you need a larger capacity machine to be productive is completely busted. In actuality, many times the reverse is true. How so? Well, here we take a look at an eagle-eye view of a typical daily turf application out of that company. As you can see, there's a mix of larger and smaller properties with the 9-acre high school property and then numerous residential properties in a conjoining subdivision. With a larger machine, sure, they could complete a large school property with fewer fill-ups and save a few minutes, but then the machine would sit dormant on a trailer while push spreading and pulling hose on the other 20 properties that it can't access. Meanwhile, with the Triumph, one applicator can take one machine, apply fertilizer and weed control to a large property like this high school in the morning, then in the afternoon, knock out dozens of residential properties in the neighboring subdivisions, a total of 450,000 square feet in this case, all in one day, one machine, one applicator. We've even had operators tell us they've applied 1 million square feet by themselves in a single day. Now that's productivity, and most importantly, that is very profitable. This time-lapse video shows Triumph treating a 6,000 square foot property in 2 minutes, proving you can spread and spray an acre in 12 minutes without refilling, yet also still have the precision spraying, spreading, and maneuverability to handle smaller properties as low as 1,000 square feet. That's the beauty of the Triumph. One machine, all properties, all day. So let's review all that Triumph gives you. Extreme productivity on the widest range of properties. The ability to access and maneuver where other machines can't. The ability to spread fertilizer and spray weed control simultaneously. The ability to get around landscaping obstacles without damaging the turf. And the ability to spread and spray with unmatched accuracy so you can deliver consistent, quality applications to satisfy your customers. And even the ability to tackle curves without skipping a beat. This is what the Triumph gives you. Lastly, with regards to transport, when it comes to lawn care companies and their truck setup, the more space you can utilize, the better. The Triumph's compact design allows for a wide array of transport options, including the compact trailer hitch carrier rack design from B&B Technologies, designed specifically for a machine. By using one of these, you can also avoid the large, long, separate trailer setups needed for other machines. Having a tight transport setup that the Triumph allows for keeps you nimble and helps to avoid difficult parking situations that might slow you down or keep you from completing a job. Not to mention the easy loading and unloading in mere seconds. At the end of the day, as a lawn care professional, we know you have a lot of choices in regards to your equipment. And with these tough times we are going through, choosing the right piece of equipment is more crucial than ever. We also know that efficiency and accuracy in your lawn care applications is more important than ever too. And that's what the Permagreen Triumph continually delivers to you. Thanks for watching. We hope this presentation was informative and helpful in how the Triumph and other related products can help your lawn care business not only survive, but thrive in these trying times. We invite you to schedule an appointment to speak with a Permagreen business consultant. We can answer any questions you still have and also get you registered for our annual Permagreen giveaway, just around the corner in June. Also, we can fill you in on current incentives offered and financing available, along with receiving a free lunch for your time. Click the button to the left or the link in the description box below to schedule your appointment today.